Hi, Svetlana. So happy to see you here today. How
Hi,
are
hi,
you?
hi, Judy. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
So Svetlana has agreed to come on an interview because she's been in several of my courses before and has now just joined our Swinging Jazz Vocal Mastery program, my 10-week program. So Svetlana, briefly state who you are, your name, and where you live, and what you do.
So my name is Svetlana Stone. I live in United States. I'm from Michigan, and I recently graduated from Western Michigan University from graduate program in music performance.
Woo, woo, woo,
And
woo, woo.
originally, I'm from Latvia. I was born in Latvia, but right now I'm living in United States.
Okay, which
And I'm
city?
sing. Yeah, I'm passionate about singing. Um,
Okay. And what city are you living in?
I'm living in Kalamazoo, Western Michigan University, located in
Ah,
Kalamazoo.
yes. Kalamazoo, I've heard of it. It's famous. It's
It
famous.
is. It is.
So tell me, before you joined you were in several courses of mine. You were in a 4-week course, Sing Jazz Like a Pro, and you were also in Sing Mastery program last year. And tell me, before you joined my courses, what did your singing look like? What were you doing?
Before I'm doing the courses, I totally. I mean, I was singing different genre, but like I
What
said,
did
I
you what did
class.
what were you singing? You singing classical? I think you
Yeah,
were, no?
yeah. I was classically trained singer. I was in a program. Like I said, I was in a program. It was a graduate program, and my main focus was classical singing. However, like during pandemic, and I was kind of like curious about jazz, but I had no idea about technique. And I was curious about this, how to sing correct, because being classically trained, you use your voice differently. And then I saw this advertisement on Facebook, and I was thinking, why not? Because I'm a learner, I'm a achiever. I try to strive for excellence, for be better. For I mainly I want to learn how to use this voice, this instrument fully,
Yeah,
how I can
for
fully.
jazz, right?
Yeah, I mean, like for not only for jazz, but I just didn't know how to use it for jazz.
Yeah.
And I signed up, and it was a totally different world, compare with classical and jazz. But what my surprise was that it was not easy. Like, people thinking the jazz is something that is easy, you just sound cool. But when I dive into that training, I realized this is not uh, low, or it's a hard level, it's a high level, and you have to work hard on theory, on listening, to develop your listening skills. And Julie's course really helped me to realize that jazz is not easy. Jazz is, not for people who just want to like,
Yeah, just
you have to be determined. You have
yes,
to be
yes. You
determined.
have to be determined and you have to have a passion
Yes,
about wanting to learn how to sing jazz, right? So you've
yes.
almost answered my next question. How did my course, Sing Jazz Like a Pro or Singing Jazz Mastery program help you? What did it help you to do?
It helped me to develop open, like full potential of my voice. So I learned about how to sing, how to use chest voice, because in
Mm,
classical singing we use our head voice.
yeah.
And taking your classes, I didn't know how to use my chest voice. I mainly probably didn't use it, in the way I learned to use it. And it was for me a great discovery that I learned finally, like I said, I want to use my voice fully, because we have this, but I don't know how to use it fully. And I learned how to sing, and use it, because in just singing, mostly you singing with your chest voice and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes with a mix.
Yeah, the mixed voice and going into your head voice and back and
Right.
getting the transition to the different registers,
Right.
right?
And your class helped me to learn the theory, the and gain understanding of jazz, of
Mm-hmm.
what it is, and definitely um, it was challenging. Yeah, it was not easy. It
But
was
yeah,
not like I thought.
yeah, okay. But what were your results after 4 weeks of singing in one of those courses? How did you feel? I mean, what was it like for you after finishing after 4 weeks?
After 4 weeks, I feel, you also help during the course realize people that they have this freedom. Just, yes, it's hard, but it's also give you a freedom that being classically trained, I don't have this freedom to express myself. So, and we often talk about stage performing besides the old material that you gave it to us, but it's also helped us to kind of unleash our freedom of expression, because being an artist, it's important for us to express ourselves. And you highlighted that even though you made a mistake or something, you just go and you own a stage. You can be Ella Fitzgerald, you can be whoever you want. It's just in your hands. And I was listening, you were very supportive, very encouraging. It's gave me the hope, I can do it, I can do it. And you gave a lot of story about your own personal experience, which was very valuable, that everything is possible. You just have to have this passion, this desire, not give up and go. Was it easy? It was not easy, but, and, it was not easy, and still continue but it was the first step from me
Yeah.
to dive to the jazz, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so you are going to be putting out your first jazz album. It helped you so much develop your vocal techniques and your groove and all of that stuff that we went through in the course. And now you're bringing out your first jazz album on in November. That's just amazing.
Yeah, I started 9 months, and for during the 9 months, I was craving, I was working, listening, digging, even though it's hard, and I'm still in long way to go. But you don't have to wait until you will be ready. Actually, the truth is that you're never going to be ready. You just have to start where you are, and that's what I learned in your class. Start where you are and just go forward. I do one step at a time. And I was for me, I recorded this album. It's going to be released in November. And it may be not a perfect album, but this is my first baby,
Mm-hmm.
that I was working for. And because you believe, inspire us.
Yeah. Well, you didn't imagine in starting out doing my courses that you were going to be able to produce your first jazz album, and put it on
No,
the market, did you?
no. And the thing is, because you always said, oh, have a 10 songs, have a 10 songs that you memorize and you go and sing. I have 20 songs so far, it's all in
Yeah.
my head, besides my classical repertoire that I have in my head. But
Mm-hmm.
jazz helped me to stay disciplined. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to achieve, we have many talented people, but it's not about how talented you are. It's how about passion and consistent you are and disciplined you are. You have
Yeah, you
to.
have to work at it, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
It's
can't
not.
say, I wish to be a jazz singer. I wish, oh, I would love to be able to sing with a band in a jazz club. But if you just sit there and you don't do anything, it's like anything in life, isn't it? If you don't work on it, if you're not disciplined, if you're not, yeah, what's the right word? If you're not looking to make sure that you're doing the work, then it's not going to happen. And I think from what I saw from you, you are very, very, you're very driven to really become a great jazz singer. And I'm so, so proud of you that you started in my courses and I was able to guide you and support you in the course. And this is really, really exciting. So what would you say to someone who is considering joining one of my courses but has some doubts maybe?
I would definitely go if you have a dream that is not leave you alone for so many years, like it was in my heart, for that's mean if it's if something that you have for a month or for a week, this is not your big dream. But if you have something from your childhood and it's sitting and it's not let you go, you constantly go back, you also constantly like putting off this desire, this dream, I just want to encourage you, this is the time to go after your dream, after your desire, because at the end of the day, you will always regret that you never try, but you're never going to regret that you try and did everything that is possible. Everything was in your hand. One of my friend told me a really good phrase that I remember. Use what you have to achieve what you don't have. So use what you have now, and it's going to bring you to where you want to be. And you can start with Judy class, which I highly recommend. She's not only great educator, she support and encourage you. She's a very supportive and encouraging. She help you to believe in yourself and push you toward direction you want to be.
And learn all those vocal techniques, right? Because those are necessary.
Vocal techniques theory. She's very, very knowledgeable. It's not going to be the class that you will just learn 1-2 songs. You will leave this class with the deep, deep knowledges, and just do what she's asking you to do. I remember she asked me, ask everyone to do improvise on the melody Fly Me to the Moon. I had no idea what to do, but I just was listening and repeating, and then I got it. You not me got in the first time and even in the second, but then you just continue listen, continue
working on the basics, right?
Right. And it will bring you will get finally, but it's not going to happen overnight.
No.
I am not going to tell you this is like something is going to overnight, but one step at the time will make you close to your goal.
Yeah. And so I guess
and Judy's class could be this first step.
I guess everyone needs somebody to coach them, right? To support them on your way. Yes. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So what is your way leading you now? Where are you off to now? Now that you just joined the 10-week singing jazz vocal mastery program, we're going to be working together for 10 weeks. What comes after that?
I will continue to learn to educate myself toward jazz because even though like you take those 10 weeks, like the learning is life continuing process, it's never going to be like, oh, I finished this class and now I'm good. I would encourage you continue to connect to other musicians, which is really important, which what I did. I connected to other musicians, start doing gigs like Judy recommended in her course, start singing, start
getting your program up, getting your keys set up.
And sound system, start investing to yourself, because if you not invest to yourself, then nobody will, you have to start it from yourself.
So important. And this is what some people think, they come into a free course and they think, oh, now I know everything, but it's only just the drop of a whole iceberg, right? There's so much more to learn and to deepen about becoming a professional jazz singer. Is that your goal, to become a professional jazz singer?
Yes, this is my goal, and yeah, I really determined that I'm gonna reach this goal, you know, because
I believe
have
you.
this, if you have this strong desire, you know, you just have to follow. And I've been putting for so long my dreams aside, you know,
Yeah.
for many reasons. But now I'm like ever determined, and it started with from Judy's class, you know, and being musicians, we have to support each other, you know, we have to support
Oh, yeah.
each other, you know, like emotionally, financially. And I think what I believe what Judy offer is just, you know, it's a great way to start your journey. And if you still have a doubts, you know, just listen to your heart. Listen,
Oh, yeah. That's what
listen.
where people stopped and they start thinking, oh, I had a couple of people this time who wanted to join the course, but then they started thinking, I don't know if I'll have the time to invest, and about the money. I don't know if I'll have the money. And I say to them, you'll never have the time. Time is you're never going to have time, and you'll never have the money. You know what I mean? If you're waiting until the time where you're able to invest in yourself. You said something really, really important, that we have to invest in ourselves, even if it means, if you really, really, really want to do something like you did, you wanted to take part in this course. And so you made everything possible financially to make it happen, didn't you?
Yeah, and yeah, when you invest in yourself, this is the best investment you can do, you know, because um, we all have other things that we spend money on. But my mom always was telling me, and I never forget her words. She said there's a two important things that we should invest. It's education and health. And education isn't important, and the quality education, that's what Judy provided. She's very experienced. She's not teach you. She has degree in jazz performance. She is very educated. I mean, she's going to tell about her credential herself, but she is very educated. She is not someone who I mean, she give you a meat, you know, she give you a meat and knowledges that you're going to use all your life. She very
A what? A meat?
meat, like
Oh,
something
meat.
very,
Oh, okay. A
you're
big
not
hunk
eating
of meat to
face. Yeah,
get yourself on the road. And
a real,
also, we had a couple of professional singers in the group too. And I even had a colleague of mine who is a professional jazz singer, like really well known in Europe. And she got in touch with me. She says, Judy, I've got problems with my voice. I can't reach the high notes anymore. And so she got in touch with me. And even professionals need help and support, right?
yeah.
Okay. Hey, Svetlana, I'm so excited. Since I had corona, my voice gets some kind of a little frosh, a little frog in it. Mm. It's been so great having you here on this interview. And I'm so excited to have you in our 10-week course. We just started on Monday, and we're going to be learning all kinds of new songs and new techniques, and helping each other and supporting each other in the group. And that's so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for being here on this interview. And I look forward to seeing you again soon in the group.
Thank you, Judy.
You're,
Thank you.
you're so welcome. Bye.
Bye bye.